So I want to do an update to my study Bible video that I did a while back. I did a video on my 3 study Bibles. When I made that video at the time, and I did say this in the video, I had not yet started using those 3 study Bibles. I have since started using those Bibles. I've been using them for a while now. I'm actually on day 54. I'm in Leviticus, and that's quite a book. I have more understanding of how these Bibles work, and I'm actually now only using two of the Bibles, although I am happy that I still have the other Bible, that I do have the other Bible, because and I'll explain why. So I'll tell you which ones I have. So I have the Everyday with Jesus Bible, I have the Tony Evans Study Bible, and then I have the Rainbow Study Bible. And the Rainbow Study Bible is the one that I am not using for studying anymore. I stopped using it a little bit after I started using it. But I am glad that I still have it because it's got these thumb indicators here, or tabs, which makes it easier for me, especially a novice, in reading the Bible and studying the Bible, where I don't know where all the books of the Bible are. So this helps me find if I'm looking for a particular book, it helps me find the particular book faster because I can just use those thumb indicators. So this is indicators, or tabs. So this is the one that I would take with me if I was going to Bible study, or if I wanted to take my Bible to church, then I would take this one because it will help me find things a lot faster. But now I'm only using the Everyday with Jesus Bible, and then so I start with this one, and then I go on to the Tony Evans Bible. So the way that I do this is I do this every single morning before I start my day. After I get out of bed and I get my coffee, then I sit down and I started with day one. With day one was Genesis, because it starts from the very beginning. Now, what I didn't understand is that I saw this, but I didn't really understand how this actually worked. And by the way, before I even go on, all of these Bibles, there's a lot of information in the beginning of these Bibles of why they were designed the way that they were designed. I mean, it's a regular Bible, but like for this one in particular, for example, this is broken down into 365 days. That's why it's called Every Day with Jesus. So every day they have it broken down into, like, so day one you read this part, this much of the Bible. So it'll explain exactly how this was, why it was designed the way that it was designed, in the Tony Evans Bible and also the Rainbow Study Bible. So like the Rainbow Study Bible, for example, it's all these different colors, these highlighting colors. There's a key at the bottom of the Rainbow Study Bible that let's see, let me turn this light off real quick. So at the bottom of every page, it'll tell you, like, what does this orange color talk about, and or green color or yellow color. Like, for example, the purple color, salvation; the lavender color is God, family, love, history, prophecy, evil, sin, commandments, discipleship, outreach, and faith. So, and then the entire Bible, this entire Bible is color coded and highlighted throughout. So then if you're reading a particular chapter and verse, and you want to know what this is really referring to, then you just look at the bottom of color coding, and it'll tell you what that's about. And sorry if I look like I'm sweating to death and melting, but I probably am am melting because my last video, if you saw it, my air conditioning is out, and they're replacing it tomorrow. So my daughter and I have been pretty much melting in this apartment for the past several days. So, but anyway, that's the Rainbow Study Bible. So like the Everyday with Jesus Bible. So let's say, for example, day one. And this is what I didn't understand when I did the original video, because I hadn't started using this. I hadn't actually started the Bible study, and I came to realize it after. Actually, I came to realize this about a month into me doing this. So I was like well into past 30 days of doing this. But so again, let me turn this light off so you can see. So this day one, this is Genesis, right? And then let's see if you can see. So day one, right? And then this is Genesis chapter 1, verses 1 through 2.1 to 2.25 or 2. Okay, so and then this is, yeah. So then this is and then it goes to Psalms, Proverbs, and then Matthew, which is the beginning of the New Testament, right? I'm pretty sure. Yes, Matthew's the beginning of the New Testament. Again, I said I'm a novice. I never said I was an expert in Bible study. But so what I didn't realize, now I was thinking that, you know, you're supposed to just, you know, you're basically just reading the Old Testament and starting with that. And then I was thinking that what they put in here for Matthew was something to do with you know, something that related to what was just read, something that related in the New Testament that related to what I just read in the Old Testament. Well, no, that's not right. What I came to realize finally is that this does in each day. So it does Genesis 1 chapter 1 verses 1 through 2.25 or 2:2, yeah, 1 through 2:25, and then Psalm chapter 1 through verses 1 through 6, Proverbs chapter 1 verses 1 through 4, and Matthew chapter 1 verses 1 to 25. So it's covering a portion of the Old Testament, Psalms, Proverbs, from the beginning of each of those, and the New Testament. And I did not realize that until I was well more than a month into this. So what I was doing, because my original plan was to, you know, read day one here, go to Tony Evans' Bible, and do the same thing with the Rainbow Bible, but I started doing it with the Rainbow Bible. And do the same thing and read the same thing here, but here when I was originally doing the Rainbow Bible, I was just doing reading the Old Testament. I didn't go to Psalms, I didn't go to Proverbs, and I didn't go to the New Testament because I didn't realize that's what I was supposed to be doing. Why do it with 3 different Bibles? Well, at this point I'm only doing it with 2 Bibles because these 2 Bibles, in addition to reading the actual Bible, they offer explanation, commentary, for, you know, just further details, where the Rainbow Study Bible doesn't really do that. The main purpose of the Rainbow Study Bible is to kind of let you know what the topic is that you're reading with this highlighting. They don't offer any additional information. So I just decided to keep the Rainbow Study Bible because of these tabs, just for, like I said before, for Bible study, like if I go somewhere to do Bible study, like at the church, or in any event. So at the end of each day with this, now again, once I finish with this, and I actually do finish the Old Testament, the Psalms and Proverbs, and the New Testament in 365 days, because this basically breaks the Bible down into 365 days. So this is why it's called Every Day with Jesus. So it's day 1 and you read all this, and day 2 this is what you read. And so I go, you know, so once I finish this in the Tony Evans Bible, I'm still going to have the whole New Testament to read, and Psalms and Proverbs, which is fine. You know, this is something that I'm sure that I will read it again, but this is the main reading that I'm doing right now, that I'm currently doing right now. So in the Every Day with Jesus, after you read what's read for that day, then there's, you know, some commentary here by the person who designed this particular Bible. And then the same with the Tony Evans Bible. At the bottom here, if you can see, like, this is the Bible part, but at the bottom here, Dr. Tony Evans explains further about what's being said here in this particular section of the Bible. So it's very helpful, because especially if you're not very well versed in the Bible, you know, you read some things and just you don't understand it fully, or I don't understand it fully. And so, you know, more often than not, I'll look down here and I'll read, and it kind of explains things further. I explained more about Dr. Tony Evans in the other video but he's a great, wonderful pastor in Dallas, Texas, and he has a YouTube channel. He's on social media. I've watched many of his sermons. I right now at this point I'm watching them on Sundays, because I pretty much probably have watched most, if not all, well, not all, but many, because I at one point I just binged watched his channel and watched sermon after sermon after sermon. So at this point I just pretty much watch them on Sundays, and if I am in the mood to listen to a sermon, then I'll go on his channel and I'll try to find something that I haven't already one of his videos that I haven't already watched. Oh, and the thing also about this, his Bible, is that his Bible has QR codes, which is really nice. So let me see if I can find. Okay, so throughout his Bible, he has, well, first of all, at the beginning of each section of each book, like for example right here, he has like an introduction. So he has an introduction to Genesis. He talks about the author of Genesis, and and I think he talks about like his author, historical background, message and purpose, and then an outline. And then also he has these QR codes. So if you scan these QR codes, it'll take you to videos on a website. I mean, he does have a YouTube channel, but these QR codes will take you to videos of him on a different website, not YouTube, that further explain you know, this particular reading that you're doing. And he's got this, has this throughout the Bible, which is nice. And then yeah, so you know, so there's just a lot of additional content in addition to the actual Bible. So so I do feel like I get a lot of benefit from doing it this way, using two different Bibles, because there's just a lot more, I get a lot more information, and also Dr. Evans' YouTube channel. So I think that's what I have, all the update that I wanted to provide on this. I think hopefully it's a little bit more clear. Definitely, I'm very happy that I bought all three of these Bibles. It's a wonderful way for me to start my day, to start with reading the Word of God and just getting centered, and just knowing that, you know, come what may, He is with me, and that's where I want Him to be. Every day throughout my entire day. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I hope that you subscribe to my channel and like this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.